my co-host, Big Country.
What's
This is
good with
another
you?
episode of Something for the People. All right.
So how's everything going today?
Uh, decent. Decent.
Mm. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Decent.
You be a little stressed out every now and again. But show must still go
Show
on.
must go on. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about this. There's Valentine's Day was not too long ago. Shout out to all you what's that? February 15th people. Top notch. I
Mm.
got the perfect place for February 15th. Arby's. Hear me out.
Okay.
Arby's slogan is "We have the meats."
Okay.
That should be like side dude capital, cause your main dude giving you all this affection, but the side dude giving you the meats. That's what they want, son.
Mm.
And then I don't know how Arby's keep on coming up and getting more people to go there. I don't know who just be buying Arby's at that level, but you know what I'm saying. I suspect because I don't know who's going, so I wouldn't suspect anybody to be there. So if you a chick and you cheating on your man, you do it at Arby's, nobody gonna know.
But first of all, I'm gonna just be real with you. Valentine's Day, if you got a side nigga, you don't need to have a main nigga. And the only reason I say that is Valentine's Day is for women. What dude really gets stuff besides the same thing he gets all the other times for Valentine's Day? What does he really get?
I don't think I mean, don't get me wrong. My wife bought me something, but she was my wife then.
The average woman is not doing something for their man unless it's basically the same thing that she's always doing. And we already know the same thing, busting it open. Oh,
respect.
And don't
What's
get me
wrong
wrong.
with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, of course. But,
Y'all like, girl?
man, you already come with that. It's like,
That's true.
like if I did that same thing, and shout out to Clint Coley for this. Like, he told me it was okay. There was a skit that he did like 5 or so years back, and he brings his girl some flowers, bought her some candy, and gave her a gift for Valentine's Day. And he's like, oh, here you go. Just being thoughtful.
No.
And then he was like, well, I got to go back to work. You know I love you and everything. And she was like, oh, well, I got you something. He was like, what you got? And she was like, I'll give it to you later. He's like, man, I got to go back to work. Go ahead. Give it to me real quick. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, along with this wine, I got some of this bomb, basically punani. And he looked at it and he was like,
You should have did
hold
a
up.
plug right there. You should have said Yanni.
Yanni, punani, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But, like, he was like, and then all of a sudden the music stopped and everything. He was like, hold up. So you going to give me the same thing you've been giving me all year round, the exact same thing. You going to put a bow on it, be like, ha, this is for you. And don't get me wrong, it's a great gift. But
It's not. No.
that is not
Stop
a
it.
gift.
It's not a gift. Okay. Because you ain't make it. You ain't buy it. You ain't do nothing to it. It just comes natural. A gift, like a card is a gift. Why? Because if you write the card, it's sentimental. If you go buy the card, it's an inconvenience a little bit to get you something to let you know I'm willing to inconvenience myself for you. Now, if you're giving your Yanni to me as a Valentine's Day gift, all that's telling me is you find it inconvenient to give this to me on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
So you need to have a reason to do it.
And the thing is, he also broke it down from the fact, what if I, instead of giving you all this nice stuff, came in, dropped my pants, there's a bow on my stuff. And then I'm like, ha, here you go. Valentine's Day, I'm happy you like it. I love it. You love it. What's the issue? You're going to be sitting here looking at me. There's a way I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah, like upset. But, hey, it's what it is.
All I'm saying is if we trying to play the fair game,
everybody needs to buy something.
Everybody needs to do something.
It's an artificial holiday anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And my thing is, I'm not a big Valentine's Day fan. But if my wife is a big Valentine's Day fan, which she's not, I'm like, okay, if I go out and buy you all this real nice stuff because I'm like, okay, I want to show my love. You giving me something that you give to me all the time or should give to me all the time.
Right.
That's not showing your love. You just doing what you do.
Yeah.
So that's my only spill on Valentine's Day. They have that National Sweetest Day, but nobody knows. What day is that?
I don't know.
Nobody.
I didn't even know what you were talking about right there.
Half of the people in America don't even know there is supposed to be a day for guys for like Valentine's Day called National Sweetest Day. But don't nobody know when that is.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's something they do up north. In the South, nah.
No, we ain't gonna
Valentine's Day.
No, want that. What I want to say is, I'm still with Arby's. Shout out to Arby's. You know what I'm saying?
We have the meats.
You have the meats. Roast beef. Or you can get you some,
Or
get it, I can put a bow on it.
Or a woman could get you that gift she giving you all the time if she adds something extra to it. Now, if she add another woman to,
but that's a real gift because you inconvenience
yeah.
yourself. You have to go out, find said person, get said person to agree to the terms, and know that hey, when you done, he not yours. Still mine.
You leave. This is the one time thing.
So I'm like, with inconvenience, it's hard to gift something and not be burdened even slightly.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
I got a quick question for you. Be honest.
Shoot shot.
What do you really think about lingerie?
I like it.
I like lingerie, and as I've gotten older, I realized I like it more. When I was in my early 20s and mid 20s, I was like, I'm just trying to get to the. Basically, I'm just trying to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop.
Oh, you're trying to get to the action.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't really care about the lingerie. But as I got older, I was like,
bro, lingerie is like this. It's like, lingerie is like a good movie, bro. You need to build up to the climax, bro. That's just the introduction. It's like, that's like when you see the movie cover, and you're like, this is going to be a bomb movie. Lingerie is the trailer. Lingerie is a trailer, bro. It's like, you know what I'm saying? We got to go through this, but I don't want you to go through too much. Because I want you to know it's action in this. This is a good film. You're going to love what you get here. And it's like, and you can scroll through the credits as slow as or as fast as you want. Because fast forward button is real. You can be like, I don't even want to remove the cover off this movie. I'm gonna just kind of slightly open the case and just go straight and put it in there. That's what you get, bro.
I mean, I know where you're going, but I just
want to slightly open the case and just be in it, But that's what it's about.
I
Lingerie
feel
is just a
like,
good movie trailer.
When I was younger, I was like, man, I'm just gonna rip that off of you real quick anyway. So no use to. But as I've gotten older, I started learning to appreciate certain things.
Exactly.
Because it's the little things. It's like, oh, well.
Lingerie is the effort, bro. Like, because you could have just came in here, and be like, you ready? But lingerie is the effort, bro.
But truth be told, sometimes you just want them to be ready. If you're being truthful, as a dude, you think about these kind of things. It's like, okay, I got to warm up the oven. And yes, there's no problem with warming up.
Ain't no issues.
But think about if the oven's already preheated for you, and it's
you
like
get done cooking faster. Get to the.
It's like bet. It's like okay, it comes in handy sometimes.
It does come in handy, but I'm just saying sometimes you just enjoy the process. I'm definitely with enjoy the process, bro.
That's very true. You should enjoy what you love.
I just feel like I said, movie trailer. Show me some. Help me. Because I'm not going to say I just need to get help to be in the mood. Unless you catch me as I get home from work and it's late, look, this is a lot of work here. I just want to go to bed. But that's because I do hard labor.
Oh, I understand.
But, if I was somebody who sat at home all day, 24/7. It's like 7-Eleven. I'm always open.
That's why they always tell you the broke dudes are always the ones that are always down because they ain't doing nothing.
Ain't doing that. I got great energy.
Look at it like this: if I ain't gotta go work, I ain't gotta deal with no outside things. You know what? We could do this 3 times a day.
You can stress-free poundage. That's it. It's like only thing I haven't had to focus on anything all day, except probably if I ride how close to E can I get her gas tank. That's the only thing. Like I just need to pick her up with enough gas to get to the station. You know what I'm saying? And it depending on how close or how far away it is, you be like, I just gotta let her know prior or late. But that's all I gotta do.
Yeah,
Whereas me, I'm like, I gotta fill up my own tank. And if I'm in your car, I've filled your car up already. I got bills stressed. I'm stressed out.
Like people don't understand that. That's the difference. It's not magically it's just better. It's just they ain't got the same stress.
They got the same stress.
They don't have to deal with the same thing. So it's like, it comes clutch. So yes, I'm against side dudes for Valentine's Day. Now, I mean, if you call me biased or whatever, but yeah, you could go and bring in the side chick. I mean, side if you're into that.
But I'm saying, okay, being that Valentine's Day is a female holiday, we can say it's a unisex, but in reality, if the majority does one thing, then that is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like kids get gifts on Christmas. You know, not saying that you don't, but the majority of gifts given
should be for the kids.
For the kids. So that's a children's holiday.
Yeah.
Just facts. Just giving it to you like
Very
it
true.
is.
Very true.
So if on Valentine's Day, when I show up, my primary focus is, what can I get you? Oh, shoot, I got you the 36 count of strawberries in a large bouquet. And you like, well, you got all that, and I got for you this large bouquet. You're like, you know, I guess it's a gift. I guess whatever, you know.
The gift that keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on giving, because you just rewrap it and give it back.
I gotta give you the gift back. You gonna give it to me again?
And then we'll just rewrap it. That's why lingerie, keep it up. But when it comes to guys, whatever, you know, it's like I don't have no real, you know, ties to it, you know.
I mean,
but I just want y'all to know the cyber space is not safe. Okay. A lady by the name of Nina Jane Patel, a 43-year-old London-based mother, wants to report one of the first instances. I don't know if it was multiple, but this is the one that made the news. They out here gang raping people on the metaverse. Facebook metaverse. Your avatars aren't safe, okay?
So we are going to have to work on being more PC so they don't flag us for certain things. But, okay, I'm going to say it like this. I am a firm believer. I can't stand people that take anything from anyone. Don't steal from me. Now, if you're really harming, you're really being inappropriate, harassment, all those things, quit saying that's the same thing as the R word. Like, it's not. It's not. Stop it.
It's not.
It's not even in the same ballpark. If you've ever heard or dealt with someone, we all know somebody that has been harmed in that kind of way. And it's like, that makes, as a real dude, it make you want to go hurt somebody. Like, because you go do ignorant, messed up things and think that's okay. But don't water it down. You're talking about cyber. You could cut off your computer. Just real quick. Click.
You could.
It's done.
But you want to know, I feel like Grand Theft Auto and PlayStation and Xbox Live, you know, they've been getting people a long time, okay?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, if you got on Call of Duty and you wasn't that guy, you know what I'm saying? They gonna harass you.
Oh yeah, they do.
I still remember that one meme where the kids on there, and he started crying, bro. The dude still hit him with your mama should have left you on the streets. I was like, oh yeah.
Man,
sheets, dog.
I'm just saying, sometimes it be cold out here.
And then I felt like I got harassed on Grand Theft Auto. Granted, okay, understand that I'm running around and the game is based on me doing illegal activities. But if I was, you know, if I went into a 7-Eleven to rob a 7-Eleven, and then a guy outside of 7-Eleven came and robbed me, I should still be able to call the police, right?
No. Okay. Bro, you just did it. Like,
well, either way, I'm sitting here in Grand Theft Auto land, and first time spawning, this little kid pull up on me. He got this freaking tank, and I'm walking, and I feel this lady situation because it was pressure. He just strolling along real slow right beside me, and I'm like, I know he watching me, but I'm like, this is a video game, so he shouldn't be caring about me. Like, I could possibly be like a fake little graphics character. So he kept coming. I slowed down. He stopped. Instantly, I was like, forget it. Hit the alley. Boom, hit the alley behind the store and started running. And he just turned the little tank towards me and shot me. Then I come back, and then he's still outside because he kept spotting me in the same store, bro. He outside. This time I'm walking. He there. He turns the tank towards me. I'm like, he like, get in. I was like, get in? When did this become Training Day, bro? Like, when did this become a horror movie? I get on the tank. He go out and he run his warrants all the way to max. The tank ain't no two-seater. I'm on the side of the tank. They throwing bombs, shooting me with bazookas. They running the cars into me. I'm dying left and right. And eventually, he hit a corner too hard. I fly off the tank, bro. I just like, I'm going to get free. I still got like crazy warrants, though. Because now I'm an accessory. I start running. The cop's still coming. And then he kills me.
Oh, you ran? You know what? Let me go and help you out.
He still kill me. Then I show up at the store again. Same situation. Point the tank at me, get in.
Man, I'm going to tell you like this. I don't play online gameplay mainly because I'm not that much of a gamer anymore. I used to be a big gamer. Marvel vs. Capcom, that last one that came out, man, I was playing. I was like, oh, I'm cold. I'm over here beating people. Mess with this dude. I think he's like a ninth Lord or something like that.
Ninth Lord.
Man, he even let me touch the ground.
Instant death.
All of a sudden, I was like, oh, I'm going to get a punch in. All of a sudden, he hit me in the air. Then he keeps switching back and forth the characters and everything. And before I even got to the ground, KO right there. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to play no more. Had the nerve to talk trash to me after that. This is like a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? You know what?
With that being said, to bring it back full circle, bro, you've been gangbanged on Marvel vs. Capcom, bro. You suffered trauma. We need to put a whole news article out for you.
See, but that's what I'm saying. When you start doing all those kind of things, it's like, what's safe now? Like nothing's safe. Everything has to be offensive and hurtful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it's something that's actually serious in life, but this is cyber
world, bro. What
Bruh.
you mean?
Like, I understand certain things is like, oh, well, I don't want people attacking me.
I'm just saying, if we ever get to Ready Player One status, though, then I can fully see it. Because, you got the little skin suits.
It'd be like little random people over here talking about they're just hurt. I'm like, you just hurt? Oh, well, they were making fun of me.
I'd be like, but have you ever been on a playground and they really made fun of you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they right here, right now in your
You remember How High when they were like, get them. Like, oh, people used to... If you don't know How High, the original one, not the remake.
Method Man.
Yes. Red Man. Like,
that's really the only How High. The other one, I don't know what that was, but that's the only How High I recognize. Carry on.
They took more than 20 years to make a new... And
didn't even have Method Man and Red Man. Like, they can't act.
Yeah. I didn't know why. But the thing was, there was... what happened, they were going into Harvard, or they had some other word than Harvard. It was like something close to it. But they were going into a campus and everything. Mm-hmm. They went to one of the classrooms. Dude over the professor tells them to sit down and everything. So he's like, oh, you want to go there? Then next thing they're like, get him.
Yeah.
all of a sudden roast them the whole time.
Rotation.
He got so mad he about to tell them to get out and everything.
Started sweating hard.
All of a sudden the whole screen starts turning red. His face is red and stuff.
It's like, come on.
And this is what people used to do in school. They would roast you the entire time.
Hey.
From, what was it, 8 o'clock to around 3, 4 o'clock, depending on what school you went to. You getting roasted. You better come with some new lines or something.
Pressure all day. So I'm like, don't get me wrong. Because this is a PC show.
Yes.
I do respect Mrs. Patel, I'm sure. Little instance where she feel like she was violated online. But take it from men who've been violated in real life. Not in that manner, because that was a little extra what they did to that avatar. I didn't see it. I
Right, it's an avatar, though. That's not you. I understand you want to say that's you. In my avatar, man, I don't look nothing like my avatar be super swole. I'm over here trying to get swole. Yeah. Like, my avatar got a perfect Steve Harvey lineup.
Yeah.
Like, my avatar got glasses on. Man, his beard's so straight. I'm like,
you know
I
what?
want to be more like my avatar.
Maybe that's what we need to do, make ugly avatars a thing, bro. Like, really, that's the new thing. Like, I got an ugly avatar, bro.
People be lying on their avatar. I don't know one big person that put their avatar as a big person.
Nah, ain't no big people on that. I ain't no big people.
I ain't never seen an avatar where it's like a hefty avatar.
Right, bro, I'm finna make me a hefty avatar, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be accurate as I possibly can. I'm gonna be.
But the main thing that I'm coming across as, there's a difference between reality and fantasy.
Right.
I understand, you want to feel secure and safe, and you should.
And that's why they made Norton.
Yes. Or it's called an off button. You know what? I don't like the people on here right now. You know what I'm going to do? And log off real quick.
That could be a new. That could be a new business model, though. You could just be like, because instead of spam, you could just go around harassing people all day, and just make 100 different accounts just to harass people all day.
But that's one thing.
They have to pay you to stop.
You have to, but look at it like this. For most things, I think Instagram's the only. No, not even Instagram. Like you have to add them as a friend.
That is true.
Like, you can't just magically see someone's profile. If you put I do it right now because with my job right now, I don't like my students knowing anything about my personal life because it's none of your business.
Yeah.
But I'm like, a couple of my students was like, oh, well, I saw a picture of you. See anything else? No, it said it was private. Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what you need to see. The same thing you see when you're in class, your teacher.
You see a teacher. You don't need to know my personal business or anything like that.
Learn nothing new. Don't learn nothing
Block.
new. Block. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to see how much I really weigh.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of weight, is body shaming only when it comes to women, or is it like men too?
That's a hard thing to come by because, truth be told, I think it only applies to women. And I know that sounds bad. Because
you can be body shamed.
As a dude, nobody stick up for you for body shaming. They're just like, oh, well, you should take it. How many times on Facebook, Instagram, anything, you've seen the shrimp emoji?
I haven't seen it until you said it, and that was it. Like, no one ever, but I don't ever put suggested photos online.
Yes. But, when people are in certain groups and things like that, you will hear, especially if you're in a group with a lot of the opposite sex, some people like to complain a lot. And I'm like, okay, I understand. People want to work and do better on certain things. But one of the things I would say is give me a break. At a certain point in time, you have to understand. You kind of just perpetuating that same thing you don't like. Like, people had issue when Lizzo like they were like, oh well, Lizzo should be able to dress the way she wants. Yes, that's fine.
100%.
But you in public, kids watch this show, and people had issue with that one. Lizzo got her butt cheeks out.
Yeah.
But they said that was body shaming.
Do you think Lizzo has a large avatar?
No. I'm willing to bet money she don't.
I mean, she's so prideful.
I'm willing to bet money she don't. We could look it up afterwards.
We're going to look it up after.
Like, I don't believe it. I ain't never seen a large avatar.
Lizzo, you better have a voluptuous, at least voluptuous.
Mm-hmm. Like, it better be a roll or something.
You want to roll? I'm talking about just, because they're not going to go through, it still has to look pleasantly.
But that's the whole thing. Like, people want to talk about this. Oh, well, it's wrong to do these certain things. It's wrong to body shame someone. But people do it all the time when it's the other gender. Like, I can't talk about big girls. I'm a big guy. Somebody gonna be like, man, nah, you too big for me. I've heard that all during my life. Oh, well, like, big boys weren't in until, like, I would say 04. 04, that's more when bigger dudes started, oh, I want a football player and not a basketball player all the time.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
About 04 is when big boys, like, oh, that whole Fat Boy swag came out. And I'm like, cool. That's fine. That's cool. I'm like, I get my wins where I get my wins. But if you say something about someone else, that's like the whole body shaming about height. You know how many women say they won't date a dude under 6'8"?
Which is ridiculous. But at the same time, that's your preference.
But some women talk bad about those dudes that are not tall all the time.
But I just feel like,
that's body shame.
How many 6'8" guys are out there? Not saying that, you got to settle for less. But, I'll say it this way. You ain't finna find no 6'8" cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you're going to have to be more realistic in your every fee ain't finna date, the NBA, LeBron, James.
Yeah. But that's like, even 6 foot. Like, I don't know how true this statistic is now, but they were talking about only like 10% of the world is over 6 foot.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So if it's 10%, you basically narrowed your choices from, okay, if we say men probably about 40%, you narrowed your choices down because some people are like, I won't date outside my race. That's your prerogative.
No.
Oh, he has to be this tall. Okay, that's your prerogative too, but you just narrow down your choices a lot. Then you go to, oh, they have to be this tone. Like some women won't date darker skinned guys. Oh. Some women won't date lighter skin. Ain't that body shaming?
Yeah. That's body shaming.
And then you go to the size too.
But,
and you wonder why a lot of people have a hard time.
Like, okay, let's take into account that in music videos and movies and all these other forms of media, they've always had their ideal type. And now recently we've come to the, we want to be more inclusive of everybody around us. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, if it was a video vixen, she light skinned, some form of eyes, and they'll be like, that's exotic,
Yeah.
You got to look a certain way. And then if you were a darker girl, you had a harder time. You were a shorter guy, you had a harder time. And like, in every form of media and then in life, it's like the television programmed you to discount yourself. Because most of the time, it be chicks under like 5'2", 5'3", talking about I need a guy 6'8". Why? But I can also see where she couldn't reach stuff at the top of the counter.
Bruh, so, you don't need to be 6'8" to reach the top of the counter.
Or you could buy you a bar stool, too.
Or a step stool, something. Anything. You could
to get you higher.
You could use... I'm just saying.
I just feel like some chicks want to be like little little toy figurines.
But do you
just
ever
wanna-
think
God.
that sometimes this is the main reason why people find it so hard to find someone that they really are looking for?
Hey, what I be saying to myself is, they should start a blind dating service where you're actually blind. Like they should put a blindfold on you, and then you go into the space, and you have to. Only thing that you get to know about this person is they're sitting next to you, and you got to have a conversation.
It's
Because
not gonna work.
what I've learned is in marriage, it's not. Don't get me wrong, beautiful wife, but at the same time, it's not necessarily how beautiful the woman is that keeps you around. It's like we got to be able to talk. Like we gotta.
But in today's society, we talk about being so PC, so woke, and everything else,
Right.
but we got issue with, hey, what about what you like? What about what you look like?
Yeah.
Like we care so much about what people look like, we won't give them a chance.
Not
You
right.
know, they say 40% of men don't even steadily talk to women because women don't give them a chance. Like,
To the problem with that is there's stuff that you can do to increase the odds of you getting chosen. It's just like the blue-billed duck. I mean the blue-feet duck. Like they get chosen by how beautiful and blue the feet are on the duck, right?
mm-hmm.
So there's certain things that they can eat and ways that they can live. It's just showing if you're healthy. So if you're a guy, you're not getting much play. I'm not saying if you're not getting much play from the girl who wants a guy who's 6'4" because you 5'5", just know your limits.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen unless you buy some really beautiful stills. Whatever. But for the most part, if you keep yourself healthy, keep yourself around, increase your overall look, then there's people out there who will talk to you. I hate when it's people who don't take care of themselves. Basically Americans, because we eat a lot
we
of
are one of
processed
the
food.
most overweight countries in the world.
And you get immigrants who come over here to America, and the first thing they want to tell you when they walk into a restaurant is they give you this size portions of everything. That's the first thing they say.
In Mexico, okay, Mexico has nowhere near as much money as the United States, but even they will sit here and tell you, y'all overweight. Y'all eat way too much food and consume too much unhealthy food.
Processed sugar, grease, fat. That's what we do. So, I mean, it's like, and that's why I'm glad we had Nate on here.
Yeah.
Talking about summertime fine. Because, hey, I'm trying to get summertime fine, but I also got to come to terms with the fact that Jack in the Box is on the corner, as well as Wendy's, KFC. All those are close by.
Man.
So I can choose those with a moderate price.
I miss my fried
high
food.
calorie. Or I can choose Panera Bread, who's going to possibly give me a high. Or I can cook it myself, and that's probably the least favorite option.
Yeah.
Speaking of the least favorite option, Rihanna has chosen to make sure that Drake understands that he's not the favorite
better find
option.
your loving. I better find
He
your
was serious
heart.
about that because once she found A$AP Rocky, he found the unfriend button.
Man, I ain't gonna lie because people been talking about this one for a minute. And I was like, don't get me wrong. I understand partly, but some people were like, oh, Drake was petty when she got pregnant. No, it was just like, okay, look at it like this. You always weigh out hope until you know there ain't too much hope left.
Ain't too much hope for that.
You got pregnant by another dude, so more than likely that was a firm decision.
Yep.
Like that was a firm decision. You gonna have this baby.
But at the same time, it's a firm decision. But she shouldn't be penalized, or you shouldn't be like distance yourself because she made a decision.
Yeah, but some people always have that idea of we can like, okay, once this dude, we can make it. Man, even Joe had a song called So I Could Have You Back, and was basically talking about, I hope he makes the biggest mistake, the unforgivable, that makes your heart break, so I can have you back. Like I messed up, but I'm just waiting for that dude.
That's good music, but reality is.
Yeah.
She chose A$AP Rocky. Like, life goes on. I'm not going to unfriend you. But I also come to terms with maybe he's at a point in his life where he knows, like, there's some women that when I get around him, I'm just going to be flirtatious. And maybe he's distancing himself because he don't want to be disrespectful.
I understand.
Be like, I don't want to disrespect what you got going on, my G. So in order for me to make this work, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just back away.
You know what happened when I got married? A lot of ladies that I was cool with unfriended me. A lot of ladies that I used to talk to unfriended me. Because I'm a friendly person. I'm like, if you talk to me, I'm going to talk to you back. But at a certain point, I realized some people create distance because
they don't want no problem.
Yeah, I don't want no issues. But I know if me and you in the same spot at this point in time, it may cause an issue.
Right.
So, in order for me to make sure I'm out of that situation, I don't want to see your news feed. I don't want to see y'all over here holding a baby and just, the big happy family.
He's doing it because he's angry and spiteful. That's petty, bro. Like, that's small.
First of all, we all petty a little bit. We're not going to sit here and act like nobody petty.
Level, bro. Be realistic. Be realistic. Let's just say, what's your favorite car?
I would say my favorite car would be a Lotus.
A Lotus. So, you see me one day, I'm in a Nissan Sentra, and you in, what you got now? You in the car.
Chevy. We just gonna say Chevy.
And I pull up, and I'm in the Lotus. You're gonna be like, that ain't even his favorite car. He ain't said nothing about a Lotus.
But I'm gonna look at that car and be like, nigga, that's my car.
That's my car. You see, but it's not your car.
It's not my car, but I'm like, man, that's my car.
That's my car.
That's my favorite car.
It's my favorite car. And he went and got it because I said it on a podcast. So if you're selling the Lotus out there, let me know. It's got to be reasonably priced. I'm not faint.
First of all, it's like $180,000.
So we could reduce that by like 100%. I'm good. If you can get that going.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, come on. There's a difference. You know that's the car your friend want, and you drive around in it's like.
I'm just saying.
Now, I'm gonna be happy for you, but there's a little piece, like in your head, gonna be like.
He drove it around so well and handled the curves just right to where he was able to put a baby seat in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying.
And like I said, you're gonna be in your feelings.
But you shouldn't
think about it the other way, bro.
Did the work.
Bro, let's be honest.
I'm honest.
Okay. Let's just say I'm not married.
Okay.
In another world, you married and everything. Mm-hmm. Your favorite person was Carrie Hilson back in the day. Now, all of a sudden, one day I just pull up with Carrie Hilson and everything.
Did you smack on the butt when you walk in the door?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. I smack on the butt. What I'm going to do, I'm going to slob her down first. I'm going to be like, because I love PDA. I don't care. I am that person. So, I'm going to kiss her. After I kiss her, I'm going to smack her on the butt. I'll be like, you know what? Hey, you mind if we use your restroom and all that kind of stuff? At some point in time, you're going to be like.
I'll be like, because you said we. And I know only thing y'all going to do in there is mess up. So, why don't you go home?
I'm clean up. I'm clean up.
I'm going to help you clean up, too. Go clean up in your car.
No, man, it's cold outside. You know how it goes.
Go home. She has a mansion, I'm sure.
Bruh.
No.
And all you gonna be like is, I really hate.
I'm not gonna be like that.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're gonna be like, you know what, bro? I respect. I'm glad that you found her.
I'm glad that one of my homies found Carrie Hilson and had enough game to get her to be like, yeah.
But you still in the back of your head, this so and so right here, like
you
just gonna do it right in front of me.
I'm gonna be like, respect, dog.
Nah,
I'm gonna be like, don't get mad when I'm looking at your wife or your girl.
Hey, bro, this is me. You got your lady right there.
Don't come over, bro. Keep her outside. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't want no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew that I liked it, just like If you said, bro, I just want to ride in the car, yeah.
Yeah, but at
understand
some
it ain't
point in
yours.
time, you like, man, I would love to drive. He ain't gonna let me drive this $180,000 car.
You know I'm not.
And I'm like, this gonna be the same thing. And
He
don't
not
let me
gonna-
be one of them type of dudes that's like, bruh,
Bruh.
you know what she do?
I'm be like-
you gonna, hey, bruh, you ain't even gotta tell me. Don't
I'm writing it down. I'm like, babe, you know what Carrie Hilson do? You have no excuse now. You have no excuse.
But that's just one. That's just one of them things. I'm like, we all have that little bit of pettiness, but you took somebody woman. Well, you didn't take someone's woman.
Right.
You lost your woman, and they picked up your woman.
Right.
That's like,
But
it's different when she did something wrong to you and you left her. But
my thing is, granted, I respect the fact that he made amends and got to peaceful with Chris Brown, but it's the same thing. If he gonna be mad, then he can't be mad at Chris Brown for being mad.
yeah, and that's true.
And he was. So I'm like, nah, bro.
Bro, we always talk about stuff until we get hit with that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
You have to reflect.
Like,
You gotta grow.
let's just be real. We can switch in 1 second, but I'm just saying, bruh, if, for example, we all go through ups, downs, things like that.
Yes, we do.
When you have all the great things going on and everything, you have all the advice in the world to give. But let you be going through some real crap right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for you to give some advice, and don't let somebody be, just extra happy. Like,
Yeah.
man, hey, I'm just happy with everything.
Happy, man. She just perfect, man.
Like, man, she cooks, she rub my feet.
I knew she was gonna cook and
Like-
rub your feet.
Man, have you ever had the back of your head like she oiled my scalp and everything, scratched my head, hit you with the Like, oh, if you don't know, ladies, yes, I don't know a dude that don't like their head
Nice.
being scratched. This is just like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's a nice thing.
bruh.
But women like it too. It's something about the head. They got that little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get one of those. It'll change your life.
Mm-hmm.
It'll change your life.
See,
if
you
you're not
scratching
married,
his
you'll
head
be a
right
wife.
now.
You'll be a wife. Not married, you'll be a wife. Is kissing more intimate than sex?
So one of these things that came up, this was just on social media because some people were like, "Oh, I have to kiss everyone I'm with" and things like that. But one of the issues with me, I've always looked at it as I've always been a sexually progressive person.
Okay.
But I don't kiss everybody I've been with because I'm like, and I know somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, well, you'll stick your penis in them, but you won't kiss them." I'm like, it's a condom. It's called protecting myself. Now, if you kissing me, we swapping saliva and all that kind of stuff.
So what you proposing, a mouth condom?
First of all, how's that gonna work?
I don't know.
It wouldn't work.
I feel like you get it and you put it there and you have like a little tongue slot that is, it just go in there.
What about the roof of your mouth?
No, it's gonna be like a dome in the back, so it'll be all enclosed.
Bruh, you sound like you're gonna suffocate with that.
You don't kiss very
Like-
long. you know?
Well, over here trying to breathe out your nose.
But what if she just ate onions or something? You don't want to breathe that in. You be like, I can only hold my breath for 30 seconds. So you're going to have to finish this real quick. And you just get your condom, put your little lubricant on there. You make it even a good flavor and just. And then
But
when you're
even
done, throw it
that,
out.
somebody, there is no woman in this world that gonna be like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
I got a kissing condom.
Like, you got what? Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't
Don't be
saying,
that thirsty.
I'm not talking about pecks on the cheek or on the lip. Like, mwah. Like, I'm not talking about that. But actual real kiss, a intimate, we together, I'm
Embrace.
embracing you, we swapping spit, tongue, and all.
Yeah.
Like, do you, be honest, have you kissed everyone you've ever?
No.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were giving me flack for it because they were like, "Why don't you kiss them?" I'm like, "Why should I?" Well, you want to do these things?
I just don't know. It just wasn't. Cause some of it was just, you know.
Yeah, it is what it
just an
is.
occurrence. Like, this just happened. But it wasn't like we were emotionally attached. I feel like kissing somebody, I'm emotionally attached to you in some form.
Yes.
But, and I know that sounds kind of backwards or weird because you're like, well, I hope that you have some emotional attachment to having intercourse. But I'd be like, not really.
But we not being honest. As mammals, we are creatures. We are going to have sex. There are some people that are asexual, but everybody does it. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
You can fight that urge, then you end up like some people over there getting caught up on the wrong person.
Right.
Like there's a dude right now that got ugly baby mama, or there's a woman out there that got ugly baby daddy,
right,
because they got caught up in that last moment. And they were like, oh, I'm going to wait. Then all of a sudden, they said it touched them right or kissed them right. Next thing you know, you pregnant. And I know it because I've seen some people's baby mama. I'm like, God, bro, that's what you wanted? Like,
I'm not here to judge, bro. Sometimes it is what you want. You know what I'm saying? Not me, but somebody.
I'm just saying, I've tried to be very strategic with certain things that I do. I'm like, man, no, I can't have one with you. No. Don't get me wrong. I've talked to a couple of mud ducks, night fighters, whatever you want to call them.
I don't know. I don't think I ever talked to a night fighter.
I think I've been in the game longer than you.
You have.
But this was before I got married. He been with his like almost 15 years or something like that.
Find something good, stay with it.
I respect that too.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I know what you want. See, I go to the store. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? The dating was a market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Placed you on the marketplace. I put my price up. This is how much I brought with me. If I find the right thing, I'll go back to the bank. But right now, this is all I got. I want to get more bang for my buck.
I understand.
Saw what I wanted, capitalized, and I want that. I don't want to sell for nothing less. This is what I want. Boom. Done deal.
I mean, I respect it and understand that. But it's just the fact that I'm like, bruh, I'm not about to get caught up with the wrong person. I ain't gonna lie. I had scared at one point in time. I cried. I cried like a baby. And I do mean cried like a baby. I was like, I don't. Oh my God, no.
See, I couldn't do. I was terrified of that moment so much.
That
so,
too.
So where I wouldn't even like. If I felt like, when the kid came out, I'd be like, I gotta be honest with myself and say this is an ugly baby. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, this is supposed to be PC. This baby is not,
it's facially challenged.
Facially challenged.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be like, so I can't give you that time of day, love. I'm sorry. Because
But
I don't want you to think that we going to make beautiful babies. Even though I have seen it where an ugly person gets with an ugly person makes a beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Like, they make beautiful people together. Yeah. Now, sometimes they make atrocities. Yeah. Most times they get together and the baby is like, how did y'all make that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I also seen some beautiful people get together and make a baby. Like, I didn't think which one of y'all had plastic surgery? Because this obviously.
I'm gonna be real. I've actually, when I was in high school, there was this fine girl named Courtney. Ooh, she was so fine. And the thing was, like, she invited me over one day. I'm like, okay, cool. I go over, and I'm like, I guess I'm going over to meet the parents. And I was like, oh, okay. But I walk in, Daddy, he cool. I mean, he seems straight and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I see Mama. I'm like,
you adopted.
Yeah, that's my first thing is like.
She adopted.
She's like, no, that's my mom. I'm like,
oh, so this is your stepmom. He remarried. Okay, got you.
Man, I had thought so many things about it. I'm like, and you know how they say, oh, your mama is how your daughter the daughter gonna look like the mama. I'm like, how you get from this to that?
What happened?
I'm like, I'm over here. I'm like, yeah, you got your genes from your daddy.
Your daddy.
You
What's your grandmama
had
look
to.
like? What's your grandmama on your daddy's side look like?
And that's bad. I know it's bad, and somebody's gonna say, "Oh, that's so shallow," but that's the truth. Like,
right, let's dive into the shallow. We got a little. We gonna spin a little. Really, what's shallow? Okay, I just feel like every time people throw out the word shallow, it's like it is an opinion that we don't feel like you should have. It's like you didn't. They want to say you didn't put much thought into it, but in reality, I put a lot of thought into it.
mm-hmm.
You know, when I walked in and she was beautiful, I would have thought nothing of it. And I'm like, okay. But if I walk in and she's not attractive, then I'm gonna think like, how all the critical thinking that went into, was she adopted? Is it by his first wife? Like, that's a lot of thinking. It's not a shallow thought. It's just I'm just trying to figure out how this took place. Yeah. So no, it's not shallow.
But like, that's what body shaming is. Like, a lot of people don't say shallow no more. They talk about body shaming.
Yeah, body shaming.
Like, oh, well.
Body shaming.
Because I don't, like, if you don't like something or you have a preference towards something else, a lot of people want to say, oh, that's body shaming. And I'm like, no, it's just your preference. Now, if you're talking, like, I remember at one point in time, we used to have a lot of friends that were talking about, oh, she gotta be skinny. Like, I'll never talk. She could be beautiful in the face, but if she's not skinny, I would never talk to her.
Right.
And I'm like, so this girl looked like somebody stepped on her face, but she thick in all the right places. I'm like,
voluptuous,
bruh, like, I wouldn't take her out in the sunlight. But you like, oh, but look how thick she is.
I'm just saying, she might be a vampire, but it's okay. It's okay. They got they good qualities, bro.
But I'm just saying, is that being shallow or is that just choice?
That's just making the best of what you can get at the time.
Making the best of a bad situation.
That's like going to the forest and boiling water.
Mm.
It's like, I know the water is dirty. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and I still got to drink because I'm still thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about.
Like, I love Fiji water, but I can't get Fiji water
right now. So I'm going to just drink this little dirty water real quick.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to boil it, make sure you don't kill me or nothing like that.
We're going to move back. Let's send some shout outs and then we're going to get out.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, so as always, love to shout out my beautiful wife. I love you, baby. We taking family pictures today and all that kind of stuff. So I need to get out here a little early so I get that done. Also check out her businesses. Yanni Like Mine, Traces Like Mine, Wasted Desires. They're on Facebook, on Instagram. Basically, they have their own website too called wasteddesires.com. Check it out. Like, subscribe to the podcast. Something, the number 4 DA people.
Top notch. My cousin Bully Wiggles, or Wiggly in these game spaces, or Mike like his mom do. He back on social media doing his thing. Shout out him. Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by Luxury Guy. Shout out D-Mac. He's a barber. He's out here. He didn't cut my hair, but he does cut hair. And what's that? Aretha.
Aretha, she does body sculpting, body contouring, all those different things. Yeah. Sorry. And then also, got shout out Nate Price. What is it? Grit and Grind.
Yep.
Check him out. He is a phenomenal trainer. He was on here. You could go a couple of episodes back. What was the name of it? Summertime Fine. Check it out. Mm-hmm. Like, he actually talks about health, give you game about life, working out with your spouse, all those good things.
And like I said, when it comes to his approach, it's not crash diet so you can get what you want extremely fast. It's no, he focuses more on lifestyle changes. Yes. And reasonable change is something that you can continue for the duration of your existence to keep you in peak performance for the rest of your life, which is that's ideally when I'm looking for a personal trainer, I'm looking for somebody to train away my bad ways and help me find new good ways. And that's
Yeah.
how he moves.
And
So.
one last thing, he ain't skinny.
No, you're not.
Like I'm sorry, I have to tell people, if you a big boy, you understand what I'm talking about. I hate when a skinny dude try to sell me some stuff. You've been skinny all your life. All of a sudden, you got a six pack and you a trainer.
Right. But he's
Like,
fit.
He is fit.
He's
So,
athletic built.
Yes. So, yeah, check him out, y'all.
Mm-hmm. With that being said, this has been another episode of Something for the People.
Be easy.
Do that. Oh, like, subscribe.